So good day everyone. Our topic for today's video is verifying trigonometric identities. First is the reciprocal identities. First is sine x is equal to 1 over cosecant x. And next is cosine x is equal to 1 over secant x. And next is tan x or tangent x is equal to 1 over cotangent x. And cosecant x is equal to 1 over sine x. And secant x is equal to 1 over cosine x. And last is cotangent x is equal to 1 over tangent x. Next is Pythagorean identities. So, you can pause this video para i-take note yung mga Pythagorean identities like sine squared theta plus cosine squared theta is equal to 1 and so on. So, pause na lang yung video para i-take note nyo yung mga Pythagorean identities. Next is quotient identities. So, tangent theta is equal to sine theta over cosine theta. And cotangent theta is equal to cosine theta and sine theta. So next is the guidelines in verifying trigonometric identities. So first is to know the fundamental identities. Second is rewrite the more complicated side of the equation to make it identical with the simpler side. Next is it may be helpful to express all other trigonometric functions in the equation in terms of sine and cosine and simplify the result. Next is to write the sums and differences of quotients as a single quotient. Next is be careful not to handle identities to be established as if they were equations. You cannot establish an identity by such method as adding the same expression each side and obtaining the true statement. This is not allowed because the original statement is precisely one you are trying to establish. So next is the example. Prove that sine squared b is equal to 1 plus cosine b times 1 minus cosine b. So, solve natin. So, ang given dyan is sine squared b is equal to, open parenthesis, 1 plus cosine b times 1 minus cosine b. Yan. Yan. So, ang mas complicated dyan is the right side. So, siya yung sisimplify natin. So, gagamitin natin ang FOIL method. So, first is 1 times 1 is 1. Next is outer. 1 times negative cosine b is negative cosine b. And inner is cosine b times 1 is positive cosine b. Then, last is cosine b times negative cosine b is negative cosine squared b. Next, so 1 combine like terms. So, negative cosine b plus cosine b is 0. So, ang may iwan is 1 minus cosine squared b. Since sine squared theta is equal to 1 minus cosine squared b. Yan yung kanina sa Pythagorean identities. So, masasabi natin na si sine squared b is equal siya sa 1 minus cosine squared b. So, ayan, na-prove natin na ang sine squared b is equal siya sa 1 minus cosine b. So, next, prove secant squared x plus cosecant squared x is equal to secant squared x times secant squared x. Yan. So, mapapansin natin parehas ng mga identity. So, ang ba nagkaiba lang is dito multiply, dito addition. So, pag titignan natin ng hindi pa sinusolve, akala natin hindi sila equal. Kasi nga, 'di ba, kunwari, magbigay tayo ng example na constant, which is 4 plus 6 is equal to second squared, natin bilang 4 times 6. O, 'di ba, mapapansin naman natin ito magiging 10. Ito naman 4 times 6 is magiging 24. O, 'di ba, hindi siya equal. Pero i-solve natin ito kung magiging equal nga ba. Ang gagalawin natin dito is the right side. So, equals. So, second squared x is gagawin natin 1 plus tangent squared x. Then, cosecant squared x is gagawin natin 1 plus cotangent squared x. Kasi nga, kung babalikan natin yung Pythagorean identities, ang cosecant squared x is equal to 1 plus tangent squared x. And cosecant squared x is equal to 1 plus cotangent squared x. So, equal nga ba? And then, equal. Then, gawin na nating FOIL. So, 1 times 1 is 1. And 1 times cotangent squared x is positive cotangent squared x. And then, tangent squared x times 1 is tangent squared x. Then, tangent squared x times cotangent squared x is magiging 1. So, try natin. So, tangent squared x, yung cotangent squared x is magiging 1 over tangent squared x. Tama? So, cancel, so magiging 1. Ayan. So, next, i-close natin to. Close. So, ang second squared x plus cosecant squared x is equal nga ba so, ang 1 plus cotangent squared x is cosecant squared x. Tama? So, balikan nyo yung notes nyo sa Pythagorean identities. And yung tangent squared x plus 1 is equal to secant squared x. So, ano ito? Secant squared x plus cosecant squared x. So, ayusin natin. So, equals secant squared x plus cosecant squared x is equal to, so, unahin natin tong secant squared x plus cosecant squared x. So, na-prove natin na equal sila. Itong mga ito. Ayan. So, dyan nagtatapos ang ating topic about verifying trigonometric identities. So, I hope may natutunan kayo sa video ito. So, thank you.